McDonald's, open till midnight. Katie Waita's throw down to second is complete, and we are just about set for softball. Here comes Michaela Heckendorf. She opens the game with a ball outside, and we are underway. Cold afternoon here at the Mark. The next pitch offered to Fluger is lined down the left field line. It's a strike, and the count is even. It was fouled, by the way. And it's even at 1-1. Brianna Fluger, the second baseman, is leading things off for the Stevens Point Panthers. The 1-1 pitch by Heckendorf is bunted back to Heckendorf. Covering at first is Beyer. She's not over there in time, and the runner is safe. So that'll be an infield hit awarded to Fluger, and really it's a defensive breakdown by the Blue Jays. That will not go down as an error, but it is a defensive problem for the Blue Jays that allowed the runner to score, and Fluger takes off for second base, and Waita's throw is not in time. And the Panthers have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. The pitch to Droner is a strike swinging. And it is now 0-2 to Aubrey Droner, the pitcher. Heckendorf lines and delivers, and that one's hit foul behind home plate and out of play. Heckendorf pitched a complete game against Wisconsin Rapids and was a hard luck loser in that one, giving up 3 runs. Only 1 run was earned in taking that loss 3-0. Next pitch is fouled, and here's the 0-2 pitch once again. Is popped up. This one is fouled behind the press box here at the Mark. Scoreboard not working yet here at the Mark. A season-long problem for the scoreboard here at the Mark. Runner takes off to second. Oh, and kind of interrupts. Takes off for third and interrupts the liner to Leanna Ives, and she steals second as Merrill is caught napping out there. My goodness.
Hey, courtesy runner for the pitcher.
So an E6 to Leanna Ives, and then there really should be another error to allow the runner to move to third. I don't know if you want to give a double error on that. 2 errors on the play. Charge to Leanna Ives. And then pitch to Jordan Kalewski is hit foul down first. Monica was giving chase, could not get it. Leanna Ives, 2 consecutive errors on 1 play. And Stevens Point has runners at second and third with nobody out. Not the way the Blue Jays wanted this one to start, and the pressure is on Heckendorf to get out of it. The next pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jordan Kalewski. Next pitch is a little bit low, and the count is even at 2-2. SPASH trying to get on board on strike 3 called, and Kalewski is gone. And there's some confusion at home plate as to what the count is. Oh, it's now being ruled a full count. So he had a 3-1, and now a conference between the field ump and the plate ump is taking place. And the field ump confirms that it is a 3-2 count to Jordan Pawlowski. So Heckendorf will try to strike her out now, and she does. Strike 3, swinging. Foul tip caught and hung on to by Katie Wada. And there is finally one out in the inning for the cleanup hitter, Megan Roth. 2 on, 1 out. We're in the opening inning. Strike 1 swinging. Inside fastball by Heckendorf that Roth could not catch up to. The next pitch is a swing and a miss. Changing locations nicely is Heckendorf. High and inside with the first one, low around the knees on the second one, and that pitch is a little bit outside for ball 1. A hit and 2 errors in the inning for Stevens Point. Swing and a miss, and 2 consecutive strikeouts by Heckendorf. That'll get the job done. Now she needs to get 1 more. It'll bring up the third baseman, Shaylee Cluck, with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Strike called. Heckendorf is pounding the strike zone. The 0-1 is a little, strike 2 called on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes to Stevens Point. Third baseman. And the next pitch is fouled to the screen behind home plate, and we'll do it again at 0-2. Heckendorf is 1 strike away of getting out of this major jam. 2 on, 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and she strikes out the side to get out of this major jam. Nicely done by Michaela Heckendorf to strike out the side. Stevens, number 1, leading off for the Blue Jays. It's Leanna Ives, the shortstop. The opening pitch to her is a little bit outside for ball 1. Pitcher this afternoon for the Stevens Point Panthers is Aubrey Droner. Droner windmills and delivers. Strike. Droner looks like she throws pretty hard out there. She pretty good windup and really was bringing it. That one is lifted foul up along the first baseline, and making a play on it out there is Jordan Kaminsky, but couldn't come up with it. And is behind 1 and 2. Aubrey Droner delivers a riser ball, and it's a little bit high. A little change of pace. Got a fastball and a rising changeup. That ball is in the dirt, and it's 3 and 2. I think this is the coach's daughter, Aubrey Droner. The next pitch is a little bit outside, and Ives is aboard with a walk. Lead-off walk for Merrill. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Mariah Tureen. Tureen's standing in there. And it's a ball low. That one popping away from the catcher, Jordan Pawlowski, but she keeps the runners from advancing for Merrill. Sign from Coach Ellenbecker at third. And the next pitch is a called strike. Throw down to first, not in time. The count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Tureen waiting for the 1-1 pitch. Shows bunt, throw down to first, and getting by the first baseman, error. And backing up on the play is Kaminsky, and no advance by Ives. A lot of activity on that play, but no advance of the runner for Merrill. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Tureen behind that fastball by Droner. There's no score in the bottom of the first. 2-2, foul tip, strike 3, and Tureen is gone on strikes for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Merrill's second baseman, Regan Beyer. And on deck will be the cleanup hitter this afternoon, Michaela Heckendorf. Beyer fouls that one behind home plate and out of play for strike 1. Droner winds and delivers. A changeup high, a throw down to first is not in time. 1 ball and 1 strike to Merrill's second baseman. And the pitch is getting by. Pawlowski down to second goes Ives. That ball was low, but that will be a pass ball. That should have been caught by Pawlowski. Ives on second. Swing and a miss by Beyer. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But the Blue Jays are the runner in scoring position now with only 1 out. The 2-2 pitch is a ball, apparently. That looked like it was right down the middle, folks. That one looked pretty good. The ball popping away from Pawlowski once again. And the 3-2 pitch is chopped to second. Diving, trying to make a throw from her backside is Brianna Fluger, but she can't make the play. And Regan Beyer is safe. Infield single by Regan Beyer moves Ives over to third. And the Blue Jays are in business with runners at the corner with only 1 out. Mariah Heckendorf is ready. Droner's first pitch to her counterpart is a ball high. One ball, no strikes. Blue Jays trying to take the lead. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Heckendorf behind that low fastball from Droner. Aubrey Droner is ready, and here it is. And it's lifted to center. Making the call and the catch is Janelle Nelson. Coming to score, and tagged at home plate is Leanna Ives to end the inning. Tagging up with welcome back to the mark, everybody. We move to the top half of inning number 2. Leading off for the SPASH Panthers is Hannah Warzella. She's down 0-2. Next pitch is fouled behind the screen. And Heckendorf remains ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. No score. Little chopper up along third and out of play, and Star Kransky goes to grab that one. And we'll redo it at 0-2. Heckendorf getting out of a major jam back in the first. Next pitch is a little bit outside for a ball and 2 strikes. Panthers have runners at second and third with nobody out and failed to score. As Heckendorf struck out the side after that and really pulled Merrill out of a tough jam there. Another foul back to the screen. We'll do it once again at 1 and 2. Here it is. And it's a little dribbler to second. Byer picks, throws, got her. Nicely done by Regan Byer for the first out of the inning. Chelsea LaMonica on the receiving end. And it'll bring up the designated player, Maggie Gruba.
We got one here, run up. Corners up, infield in, ready to go.
Left-handed batter. Heckendorf. Delivers a little bit outside for ball one. Gruba showing bunt there. See if she does it again. The 1-0 is a strike call. Gruba looking to drag bunt. The count is 1-1. Strike two. Tell you what, Heckendorf is pitching with purpose here too. She is on fire to start this game. The 1-2 is chopped back to Heckendorf. She picks and throws to LaMonica and got her for the second out of the inning. 1-3 put out by Heckendorf. 2 quick outs and it'll bring up the first baseman, Haley Ayer. Ayer, another left-handed batter for Stevens Point. And she looks at strike one. Heckendorf really continues to pound the strike zone. Location is impeccable right now. Another swing and a miss. And Heckendorf is ahead 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is line foul down the third baseline. Brooke Bushar giving chase over there. Haley Ayer was a little bit ahead of that fastball by Heckendorf and pulled it down the right field line, or left field line. The 0-2 is a little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 outs. There's no score in the top of the second. That one's lifted to short center field, dropping in no man's land for a base hit. Well, that one just was hit where nobody was. A little Texas leaguer between Byer and Tureen. And Stevens Point has a runner aboard with 2 outs. And it's going to be the top of the order in Brianna Flugar. Flugar with a hit to lead off the game in the first inning, and she was stranded at third. Reached third base with nobody out and was unable to score. The 0-1 is hit back to the screen and caught by Leda. It's 0-2. Kaminsky at first base, and it's a line drive down the right field line and foul. Actually, it's Kaminsky at bat right now. The next pitch is a ball. One ball, 2 strikes to Jordan Kaminsky. Flugar is up next. A little bit low, and now it's 2-2. Haley Ayer at second base with 1 away, and it's popped up once again and out of play. And we'll do it again at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Kaminsky is gone on strikes. Welcome back to the mark, everybody. In the bottom half of inning number 2, leading off for Merrill is the third baseman Chelsea LaMonica. She swings and misses at strike 1. Droner is ready, and the pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Blue Jays have now not scored in 8 consecutive innings. 8 consecutive innings without a run scored for the Blue Jays. Next pitch is a ball. And it's 2-1. That one is a little bit outside. 3-1 now to LaMonica. The 3-1 pitch to LaMonica is hit foul behind the press box and out of play. And the count is now full at 3-2. Blue Jays are on one heck of a scoring drought. The 3-2 pitch is lifted into short right field, making the call, and the catch is Joe Kaminsky to retire LaMonica. So with 1 away, it'll bring the catcher for the Blue Jays, Katie Wada, with 1 away. On deck for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Brooke Bouchard. Wada looks at a ball, apparently. 1 ball and no strikes to Wada. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Aubrey Droner, the pitcher for SPASH, is ready. And the 1-1 is lifted foul towards the JV. Oh, hit the Blue Jay dugout over in the JV field. Got a little wake-up call over there, girls. Don't be sleeping. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wada. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Ball is dropped, throw over to first, is in time to retire Wada. Strikeout and a 1-3 or a 2-3 putout to retire Wada. And there's 2 outs in the inning, and it'll bring up the left fielder, Brooke Bouchard. The opening pitch to Brooke is a swing and a miss. High fastball that time from Jordan. The 0-1, strike 2 looking. Brooke Bouchard getting her first start. Swing and a miss, and Bouchard is down on strikes. The throw over to first is in time. And the Blue Jays go quickly, 1-2-3 here in the second. Blue Jays and Panthers going at it, no score. In the top half of the third, it's Brianna Pflugar to lead things off for SPASH. She takes strike 1 looking. Great pitching effort so far this afternoon by Heckendorf. Comes back 0-1, bunted back to Heckendorf. She picks, throws, and gets her. Nicely done defensively by Heckendorf. LaMonica on the receiving end. And there's 1 away for the pitcher, Aubrey Droner. Droner standing in there. Reached on an air back in the second and was stranded at second. The opening pitch to her is a little bit low for ball 1. The 1-0 is fouled back behind home plate, and it is now 1-1. SPASH had a great scoring opportunity back in the first. Runners at second and third with nobody out. And Heckendorf came back to strike out the side to end that threat. Pitch is high. It's 2-1. And the next pitch is lifted deep to center field, trying to make a play on it is Tareen, and she catches it. Had to circle around for that one a little bit, but she was able to make a beat on it and retires Droner on the long fly ball to deep center field, and that'll bring up the second, or the catcher, Jordan Pawlowski. First pitch to Pawlowski is a ball outside. 2 away, no score here in the third. And one is low, and Heckendorf is falling behind 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Two balls and a strike to the catcher from SPASH. That one is popped up. Fired is not going to be able to make a play on it as it falls between Heckendorf and Bayard. And the speedy Pawlowski makes it to first base on an infield single. A little pop-up that falls between second and the pitcher's mound gets Pawlowski aboard with 2 away. Running down to second on the next pitch to Megan Roth is fouled behind home plate, and Pawlowski has to come back to first. It's 0-1 to Megan Roth, playing shortstop today for the Panthers. Foul tip on the next pitch by Heckendorf, and it's 0-2. They've got the hit and run on for Roth and Pawlowski. Next pitch is popped up, giving chase. Oh, right off the press box. Everybody's awake up here. Everybody's in good health, it looks like. No balls, 2 strikes to Megan Roth. Here comes Heckendorf. Little chin music there, and a throw down to second is not in time as Pawlowski steals second base. Second stolen base by the Panthers. So runner in scoring position with 2 outs. One ball and 2 strikes to Roth. Here it is, and it's hit to second. Fire, bobbles, throws her out, and got her. Nice recovery by Regan Beyer to retire Megan Roth. Mark once again, everybody. 0-0 score. We move to the bottom of the third, and leading off for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, Ashley Olaf. The opening pitch to Olaf from Joner is low and outside for ball 1. Blue Jays, no runs on a hit so far. Next pitch is a strike called on the outside corner. Blue Jays working on a dubious streak. 9 consecutive innings without scoring a run. Swing and a miss by Olaf. And the 1-2 is high. Olaf hangs in there at 2-2. Droner has faced 1 over the minimum so far, and that one is chopped up to Droner. She picks and throws and gets Olaf to retire her for the first out of the inning. 1-3 on the pull-up brings up the third baseman, Star Krensky. opening pitch to Star is a strike call on the outside corner. No balls and a strike. The next pitch is a strike 2 call on the outside corner. Joner is pounding the strike zone, except for that one, which is in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Merrill's third baseman. The 1-2 is hit back up the middle. Picking is Megan Roth and throwing out Trensky on a nice ranging play by Megan Roth for the second out of the inning. Now it'll bring us back to the top of the order with Rena Ives. Ives getting her second crack at Droner. Looks at ball 1. Ives reach on a walk back in the first. That one is hit foul up along first. And the count is even at 1-1. Trying to deal with some wind issues here in the booth. Papers blowing all over the place. The 1-1 pitch. That one's hit foul up along third. And Joner is ahead, 1-2. Nice looking pitcher for SPASH, Aubrey Joner. The 1-2 is a changeup on the inside portion. And it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch by Joner, swing and a miss, and Ives is gone on strikes to end the inning. The Blue Jays go 1-2-3 in the third. They get no runs, no hits, nobody left. And at the end of 3 complete, once again, in the top half of the fourth between the Blue Jays and Panthers, no score. Heckendorf facing Shady Cluck, and the opening pitch to Cluck is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is high outside. I get the feeling this game is going to come down to who makes the most errors and mistakes, because this one has been well pitched. That one's popped up, giving the chase, and the catch is Chelsea LaMonica to retire Cluck. So with one away, it'll bring up the left fielder, Hannah Wazala. Wazala. No doubt family members of Wazala Printing in Stevens Point. Big book publisher down there. Ball back to the screen. And the count is even at 1-1 to Wazala. Here comes Heckendorf 1-1. It's a strike call on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Heckendorf. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to the SPASH left fielder, and that one is a little bit high and outside. And the count is even at 2-2. SPASH with 3 hits. And that was lifted deep in the left to left center field, and that one's well gone. Home run by Hannah Wazala. And Stevens Point has the lead at 1-0. She got all of that one as Tareen just did the home run trot towards the fence, because that one was well over her head. And the Panthers have the lead 1-0. And that'll bring up the designated player, Maggie Gruba. Gruba, 0 for 1 on the afternoon.
Come on, second one. Here we go.
The fourth hit given up by Heckendorf.
Hard.
Strike called to Gruba. Next pitch, swing and miss. Blue Jays only have 1 hit so far. The next pitch is popped up, and making the catch is Leanna Ives for the second out of the inning. That ball was right down the third baseline, but Star Krensky was charging on the play as Gruba was drag bunting, and Ives did a nice job covering behind third base to make the play. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Haley Ayer, and she takes the first offering from Heckendorf and fouls it to the post behind home plate for strike 1. The 1-0 is hit hard to Byard. She bobbles, throws, and is not in time. That will be... What do you think on that?
One or two, get out of here, right here.
That'd be a hit. That's a pretty hard hit. Yeah, we'll give her a hit. Borderline error. It went right into her glove but bounced out, but it was hard. It was pretty hard hit. So another hit for Stevens Point. And a courtesy runner for SPASH. And I'll bring up the right fielder with 2 outs. It's Jordan Kaminsky standing in there. Strikeout victim back in the second. Oh, that pitch is in the dirt and getting back to the screen. Wild pitch there by Heckendorf. Moving to second on the plate is the courtesy runner for Ayer. The next pitch is chopped to third. Picking throw is Star Krensky, and it's not in time. That's another infield hit for SPASH. And moving to third on the play is Haley Ayer with 2 outs. So SPASH with runners at first and third with 2 away. Brings us back to the top of the order, and Brianna Flugar. The opening pitch to Flugar is hit to center field. Making the play on it is Tureen to end the inning. So Stevens Point making some noise but unable to score after the home run by Rosella. 2 is.
I don't know. I didn't have all their names on there.
Welcome back to the mark, everybody. Stevens Point leading this one 1-0. Leading off for the Blue Jays is Mariah Tureen. She hits one foul behind home plate. We have a change for SPASH. We don't have any player names. All we know it's number 2 in the 8 spot. That pitch is a ball to Tureen. The next one is a little bit outside. Try to get an updated count for you. We were away on commercial. Next pitch is outside, and Tureen draws the walk. So leadoff walk for the Blue Jays as Tureen is aboard with nobody out. And we'll bring up the second baseman, Regan Byard. Byard has a hit, the only hit for Merrill. Throw down to first. Oh boy, they almost got Tureen leaning. Holy smokes. Blue Jays have been caught off first base this year an inordinate amount of times. It has been a problem. And is chopped to second, making the pick and throw. from Roth to Flugard, gets the force at second, and the return throw to first is not in time as Beyer is safe. So the fielder's choice, force out on Tureen, is the first out of the inning, and Beyer is safe. On the fielder's choice, and it's Michaela Heckendorf. Takes ball one. Next pitch to Heckendorf is also a ball. 2-0. Blue Jays have had only one runner in scoring position off of Joner. A swing and a miss now by Heckendorf. Joner only facing one over the minimum so far. And that one's lifted to left center field. Now making the play in left is Hannah Warzella. And holding at first is Regan Beyer, and now there's two away. For Chelsea LaMonica, playing first base this afternoon. Blue Jays just not able to get anything going offensively. A little chopper foul. Coach Ellenbecker tried to barehand that one. Getting by him. The next pitch is a little bit, I thought it was a little bit low, but it was a called strike. The 1-2 pitch. High. Throw down to first. Not in time for Beyer. The Blue Jays in the games that we have broadcast have been caught off of first base in almost every game and multiple times. Base running players just not heads-up play on occasion by the Blue Jays in the first base position, in the offensive position. Just not watching the ball. This pitch is fly back to the screen. And they'll do it again at 2-2. 2 outs, and here it is. It's a little bit outside, and it's, I think the count is full at 3-2. 2-2. I think is what the ump just showed. Anyway, that one's hit foul back to the screen once again by LaMonica, hanging in there. And it is 2-2. Beyer at first, and that one's lying deep to left field. Giving chase over there is Rosella. It's over the fence for a home run! Chelsea LaMonica! It's a home run for the Blue Jays, and they have the lead. Unbelievable! How about that? The freshman for Merrill. After the Blue Jays look like they're just slumping it big time, LaMonica cranks one out of here. And the Blue Jays lead 2-1. Katie Rada will stand in there now. That definitely shocked the Panthers. The next pitch by Joner is a ball outside. The Blue Jays only had one hit off of Joner coming into this inning. Boy, screamer down the third base line by Wade, almost took out Coach Ellenbecker. One hit by the Blue Jays coming into this inning, and LaMonica parks him to take the lead for Merrill. also hit down the third base line. 1-2. Just goes to show you that mistakes by pitchers in this game can also be big trouble. Not just defensive mistakes by your defense, but pitching mistakes. These girls can hit them out. It's 2-2 to Wada. Swing and a miss, and Wada is gone on strikes to end the inning. But Merrill finally wakes up offensively as they get 2 runs on 1 hit, the big home run by Chelsea LaMonica. Welcome back to the mark. Blue Jays lead 2-1. Leading off for Stevens Point is Aubrey Droner. We have time called. In the top half of inning number 5, Droner leading off for Stevens Point. And there's been several pitches since we were away at commercial. I'll try to get a count for you. We had to straighten out the defensive change for Stevens Point as well. Back to the screen by Droner. Change up there by Heckendorf is outside for a ball. Comes Heckendorf, and that one's chopped too short. Ives picks, throws in the dirt, and cannot be handled by LaMonica. That's another error charge to Leanna Ives. That was a bad throw in the dirt by Ives.
Way to hustle down the line, Aubrey.
3 errors on Ives in the game. And I'll bring up the catcher, Jordan Kowalski. The opening pitch to her is a showing bunt, moving down to second, and safe is Droner. Testing the arm of Katie Wada as the SPASH Panthers have now gotten their 3rd steal in the game. 1-0 to Kowalski is bunted to Heckendorf, and it's a good one, and all rules are safe. Infield hit by Kowalski, and SPASH is in business. There's runners at the corners with nobody out. Megan Roth will stand in there with a golden opportunity, and she lines that one deep to center field. That one's gone for Stevens Point. A 3-run home run, and the SPASH Panthers have regained the lead at 4-1, 4-2. Goodness sakes, we got the slugfest coming out here at the mark. So Stevens Point with a 3-run home run, and the Panthers have retaken the lead at 4-2. And it'll bring up Shaylee Cluck, and she lines the first pitch she sees down the right field, and it's fair. Coming over to get it is Beyer, and Cluck holds to a single. 3 consecutive hits now for the Panthers. 2 home runs for the Panthers in this game. So the Blue Jays feeling good about themselves after finally getting on the board after not scoring 9 innings. Quickly give up the lead. A ball to Warzala. She homered her last at bat. The 1-0 to Rosella is low for ball 2. 3 runs are in. Clock stands at first with nobody out for Stevens Point. Strike call. 2 balls and a strike to Hannah Rosella. The 2-1 is popped up. Giving chase is LaMonica over there, and she's got it to retire Rosella for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the designated player, Maggie Grupa. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Opening pitch to her is a strike. One out, 1 out for Stevens Point. 3 runs are in. Time called by the home plate umpire now. And now getting signs. Here's Grupa. Down to second goes Shirley Cluck. She steals another base for Stevens Point. The 4th steal for Stevens Point on the afternoon. As they're running wild here on the Blue Jays. Ball high now. Two balls and 1 strike to Maggie Grupa. She pops it up foul off the Stevens Point dugout. And the count is even at 2-2. Some confusion as to where the new ball was going to come into play from. 2-2. Stevens Point with 3 runs in. They have a runner at second with 1 away. And a grounder to Star Krensky. She picks, throws, and gets Maggie Gruba. Nice play over there by Krensky. Moving to third on the plate is Shirley Cluck with 2 away now. And it'll bring up Mackenzie Eckroat. Or no, that's Haley Fair now. Haley Air is back in there. This was the position they told us they were going to make a change, but Haley Air is back in. The opening pitch to Air is a ball low. Air is 2 for 2 so far today. Singled back in the second and singled in the 4th. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. One ball and 1 strike. And that next pitch is lined down the third baseline and foul. Brooke Bushard doing chase over there. And Heckendorf is ahead at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The runner at third for Stevens Point is Shirley Cluck. 2 outs. Heckendorf trying to get out of it with any further damage, and that one's hit down the third baseline. Stevens Point with 2 home runs here in the game. That one's hit foul once again. The 1-2 pitch is lifted to left field, giving chase and making the catch on the left is Brooke Bushard to end the inning. At the mark, leading off for the Blue Jays is Brooke Bushard. The first pitch she sees, she winds it down the first baseline for a single. Long commercial break there. We were not able to get that play for you. So the Blue Jays lead off the fifth, trailing 4-2. Brooke Bushire leads off with a single, and that'll bring up Ashley Olaf. Bunt attempt by Olaf is fouled. That one was practically in the dirt. I don't actually know how Ashley Olaf got a bat on that ball. Bushire at first. And she bunts a beautiful one down to home plate. Making the pick and the throw is Jordan Kavluski to get Ashley Olaf. Nice sacrifice bunt there by Olaf as she deadened that thing right in front of home plate. Moving over to second is Brooke Bushire, and it's going to bring up the third baseman, Star Krensky. Nice bunt by Ashley Olaf. The opening pitch to Krensky is hit foul behind the scorer's booth here. 0-1 to Krensky. Strike called, it's now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Getting past Kavluski, but she's able to gather the ball and throw out Krensky on the putout. Bouchard stuck at second base. And that'll bring up Leanna Ives with 2 away now. Aubrey Droner is still in there. Ball 1 to Ives. Ives today 0 for 1, walked back in the first, stranded at third, and was a strikeout victim in the third. Offensively, defensively, it's been a rough day for Ives. 3 errors in the game, charged to Ives. The 1-1 pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike to Ives. Bushire at second with 2 away. And that was ball 4. Leanna Ives is aboard with 2 outs. And we are going to have a conference on the mound. And that allows us some time to tell you that Baseman's Shoe and Clothing on Wausau's South 3rd Avenue, nothing works harder than your feet. At Baseman's, we know this, and that's why we specialize in quality, comfortable shoes. And we measure your feet too.
What is it?
Stop in at Baseman's today. Their doctor recommended. Okay, the conference is done. Joner is still in there with 2 away, and it's going to bring up the center fielder, Mariah Tureen. So the Blue Jays with runners at first and second. 2 outs. Trailing by 2. And the opening pitch to Tureen is lined to the pitcher, and Tureen is gone. To end the inning. Back to the mark once again. Blue Jays trailing by 2 and move to the top of the 6th. Leading off for Stevens Point, it's Jordan Kaminsky. She has a 2-0 count on her. Kaminsky 0 for 1 for 2. That's a ball 3 from Michaela Heckendorf. The 3-0 pitch is outside, and 4 consecutive pitches allows Jordan Kaminsky to reach for the second time this afternoon. Stevens Point with a runner aboard with nobody out. Brings us to the top of the order with Brianna Flugar.
Go on for sure here. Go.
Flugar 1 for 3. Drag bunt attempt, and a throw down to second is not in time as Kaminsky steals the 5th base for Stevens Point in this game. Anybody getting on first base for the SPASH Panthers is going, and they're making it. So a runner in scoring position now for Stevens Point with some added pressure to Heckendorf. And that one's chopped back to the mound, and making the pick and throw is Heckendorf to retire Flugar. Nicely done by Michaela. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Aubrey Droner, with Kaminsky moving to third.
Get number 2 here.
Droner takes the first pitch for a strike on the inside corner. Droner is 0 for 3, but however, she's reached on an error in 2 innings. A little pop up to Regan Beyer. She catches it, throws over to third, but not in time for Kaminsky, who is leading off third base. Droner has been on twice, but twice by errors. The next batter for Stevens Point is Jordan Kaluski. She takes a ball high. So 2 away with a runner at third. Heckendorf trying to get out of it. Next pitch is fouled back behind home plate for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kaluski on the afternoon is 2 for 3. Struck out in the first. Singled in the third. Singled and scored in the 5th. Oh! That ball just hit the press box for strike 2. Tin roof press box at the mark. The 1-2 pitch is popped up once again. And foul. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Stevens Point leading 4-2 by the virtue of 2 long balls. And that one's a little bit outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-run home run by Megan Roth has given SPASH the lead once again. And that one's hit to Ives. She picks, throws, and dropped by Chelsea LaMonica. And a run scores. That'll be an error charge to LaMonica as the throw was good enough from Ives that time. Blue Jays with a plethora of errors on the afternoon, and that is their 5th error. Actually, 4th error. First pitch to Megan Roth is hit foul. Her last time up, she hit a 3-run home run. So runner at first, and with 1 away, and there goes Kaluski, and she is safe. The 6th steal for Stevens Point.
Last one here. Knees and toes.
The next pitch is lined in the left field, a base hit, getting all the way back to the screen past Brooke Bushart. Another run is going to score, and Stevens Point does it again as the error comes around to score. That'll be an unearned run charge to Michaela Heckendorf. And Megan Roth is in there with a standing double. And that'll bring up Shaylee Cluck now with 2 away and a runner at second base. She looks at strike 1. pitch is a little bit low. Far too many mistakes by the Blue Jays on the afternoon. 4 errors, 6 steals, 2 home runs given up. Doesn't spell success for sure. And there's a pop fly to Leanna Ives, and she makes the catch to finally end the inning. Stevens Point gets back at the mark once again, everybody. We are in the top half of the 6th. Blue Jays trailing 6-2 now. Leading off from Merrill, it's Regan Byer. She follows the first pitch she sees. And it's 0-1. Next one is high. Aubrey Droner is still pitching for Stevens Point. The 1-1, a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Merrill's second baseman. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And she chops one in the gap between second, or I should say short and third. And unable to come up with it is Megan Roth, and Regan Byer is going to reach on an infield single. That one just caught the gap between short and third, and Byer is safe, and that brings up Michaela Heckendorf. She takes ball 1. Heckendorf 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Byer at first. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to the pitcher, Michaela Heckendorf. The 1-1. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. The Blue Jays with 2 runs on 3 hits. One of those hits is a 2-run home run by Chelsea LaMonica. Blue Jays only leaving 2 base runners stranded so far. Next pitch by Heckendorf is lifted towards short, making the catch is Roth to retire. Heckendorf holding at first is Byer. So with 1 away, it's going to bring up the first baseman, Chelsea LaMonica. Last time up, hit a 2-run home run to give the Blue Jays a temporary lead, and she takes the next pitch and lines it, grounds it to short, and the double play ball from Roth to Kruger to air to retire LaMonica and Byer. 6-4-3. Here at the mark, we are in the bottom of the 6th. Leading off for Stevens Point is Hannah Rosella. She has got a 1-1 count. Heckendorf still in there for Merrill. The 1-1 inside. 2 balls and a strike. Rosella. 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Lifts that one foul, or I should say lifts that one to left, and making the catch out there is Ashley Olaf to retire Rosella.
Breakerich for Gruber in the 7th slot. Number 9.
We have a change.
Number 9. Number 9 hitting.
And it's a number 9 hitter for Stevens Point in place of designated player Mally Gruba, and we don't have a roster. Stevens Point did not provide the scores booth with a roster, so the number 9 player for Stevens Point takes strike 1. The next pitch is high for ball one. And the count is even at 1-1. There's one away here in the top of the seventh. Blue Jays trailing 6-2. Here comes Heckendorf, a swing and a miss. One ball, two strikes. Stevens Point with a couple home runs in this game. The next pitch is lined in the center field and just out of the reach of Ruben Bayer for another hit. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Haley Ayer. Oh, we got another change. Oh, this is Eckroat. Mackenzie Eckroat standing in place of Haley Ayer.
They couldn't go back. You can only do it so many times.
Takes ball one. Takes ball two. One out. Runner at first for Stevens Point. And Mackenzie Eckroat is in there. Pitch to her is a strike called. Moving to second and safe for the seventh steal of the game is the replacement hitter for Maggie Gruba. 7 steals for Stevens Point. That's like giving up 7 doubles. The pitch is bunted and almost caught by Wada behind home plate, but she couldn't hang on. That'll be a strike. 2 balls and a strike to Eckroat. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Oh, and that was strike 3 apparently. Two outs in the top of the seventh. Will bring up the right fielder, Jordan Kaminsky. Kaminsky, 1 for 2. Swing and miss. The 0-1 is popped up. Making the call and the catch is Leanna Ives to finally end the inning. Stevens Point does not get a run. Alright, back here at the mark. We're in the bottom of the seventh, leading off for the Blue Jays. It's Katie Wada, and while we were away on commercial, she singles into left center field for a base hit. And that'll bring up Brooke Bushar, the left fielder. There just simply isn't enough time to get these commercials in between innings. It's ridiculous how fast they, it's cold out here. These girls want to get off the field, I'm sure. And I think Brooke Bushar just hit that next pitch off her foot. She's walking around out there like pretty gingerly, trying to get some feeling back in her front toe. 0-1 to Bushar. He is outside for ball one. So the Blue Jays down by 4 are trying to mount a comeback. That thing started with Wada, who got a single. And that pitch is high, and a throw down to first is not in time. Tell you what, that was pretty close. Two balls and a strike to Brooke Bushar. And that one's hit foul behind home plate. And the count is even at 2-2. Brooke playing left this afternoon. She's 1 for 2 on the day. That pitch is low and outside, and the count is full at 3-2. first, and here comes Joner. Strike 3 called, and Bushar's gone on strikes. And that's the first out of the inning, and it'll bring up the right fielder, Ashley Olaf. The opening pitch to Olaf is hit foul up along first. No balls and a strike. Runner aboard with one away from Merrill. Throw down to first is not in time. Pitch was outside to Olaf. The count is even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch is a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike to Merrill's right fielder. 0 for 2 on the day, actually 1 for 2 on the day. Hits one to first, making the unassisted play over there is Mackenzie Eckroat, retired Ashley Olaf, and there's now 2 outs. Moving to second on the play is Katie Wada. And I'll bring up Star Kresge as she runs into the gap in left center field. Rounding third and scoring is Katie Wada, but oh my gosh, Star Kresge is called safe at second base. Oh my goodness, I thought she was out. The throw was there in plenty time, and the tag somehow missed Star Kresge. And Merrill has a run in now. It's now 6-3 with Leanna Ives standing in. And it's in the dirt, getting back to the screen. Moving over to third is Kresge. All right, things are moving now for Merrill. There's still 2 outs, and now a runner at third. And that pitcher is high. 2 balls and no strikes to Ives. Ives trying to get on any way she can. The 2-0. Strike called on the outside corner. Aubrey Drainer is trying to close this one out for Stevens Point. 2 balls and a strike to Ives. And that one's chopped back to Drainer. She bobbles, picks, and throws, and got Leanna Ives to end the game. Bobbled play by Joner, but she was able to recover in time to get the speedy Leanna Ives. And the Blue Jays go down here this afternoon by the score of 6-3. The Blue Jays, in their half of the 7th, they get 1 run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. And the final score here from the mark: the Stevens Point Panthers 6, Merrill 3. We'll send it back to the station for a commercial break and then bring it back to wrap this one up here from the mark. This has been Merrill Blue Jays Softball.